58, chasing the lights. Both had battles that brought them low, but they found a way to steal the show. Health concerns were weighing them down till they found a path that turned it around. Carnivore diet, they took the leap, finding strength in the promises they keep. Now they're living wild, living free, healing body and mind. Just wait and see. Tune into the truth every single week. Real talk with Brian and Johnny. That's the peak. 8 p.m. on YouTube. Gather near. Uplifting vibes. Let's give a cheer.
Hello, everybody. I have a special guest, Target Prime Rib, Thomas. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Sorry about that.
Good.
I had you on two different tabs and forgot to mute it.
Oh, that's okay.
Story of our lives, right?
Yeah. So Johnny is not here tonight, and I asked Thomas if he would like to join me, and he graciously accepted. So thank you. So that way I didn't have to talk to myself. And we're gonna say hello to some people in the chat here, and then I'm gonna let you give a little bit of a background on yourself and how you found carnivore and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people know you, but some people that are watching might not know you, so we'll go through that. But let's kind of say hi to some people in the chat first.
Of course.
So we got Linda out there. Hello.
Hey, Linda.
Of course, Target Prime Rib.
Hey,
I don't know who that guy is.
He's a troublemaker, that guy. So.
Yeah. Linda says it's cold in Texas today. I feel like it's cold everywhere right now. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little warm
Rick is
inside my
here.
apartment, but outside it's cold. So it's kind of weird.
Now Rick is here. He's probably in the only place that isn't cold, Miami.
Yeah.
Yep,
the
Paul
duck
is
man
here.
cometh.
Hello.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah. Let's see who else we got. Coach Juliet is here. She'll be here for about 30 minutes, it looks like, because she has to study. Sounds good. Thanks for coming while you could. And John, I believe that's from your channel.
He's
Hello,
actually he's part of my subscribers, but he actually originally came from Crochet Grandma or Grandma Crochet Carnivore. I keep on messing up her name, but Crochet's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Midnight Vince, hello.
Same thing, yeah. Hey,
Bacon Runner.
Yep.
See you.
She hasn't run for bacon yet, but Donna Ray, hello.
No Slow. That's an interesting name, huh?
That's Gary.
Okay, Gary, hello. And yes, Rick says it is very hot and humid in Miami. Not surprised by that. But all right. So I think we're caught up with people that are here. We do have more that are watching that just haven't commented. That's fine. But if you want to, say hi in the chat. If you have any questions, particularly for Thomas, put a capital Q in the front of it so that it's easy to identify the question. And Thomas, I'm going to let you kind of give a little background about yourself.
Okay. Well, I won't go too long with it like I usually do, but just a little elevator pitch basically. I started carnivore because I went through a lot with diabetes, and I had diabetes since I was 30. I am now 53. So I've had it for 23 years, and I've had stuff like the gastroparesis. I've had, neuropathy, just so many different things that just got affected with being diabetic. And one of the things I had with the neuropathy and the diabetes is I ended up I got foot ulcers and issues with both my feet. So I ended up having to get about a small portion, not sure exactly how much, but in my opinion, any portion is a big amount, of heel bone removed from my left heel. And I also had to get all 5 of my toes removed from my right foot. Due to my toes being removed, I end up getting I believe that because of that, I ended up getting an infection that ended up traveling to my spine and gave me a MRSA infection, which caused me to be paralyzed pretty much for about 3 to 4 months in a rehab where I couldn't move, couldn't do anything. I saw a video with Sarah Hallberg, and she taught me that pretty much fats lower sugars and carbs raise sugars. So with that information, that planted a seed in me that made me realize that carnivore made the most sense. So that's pretty much what made me start. I slowly was in and out of it. And then January 1st of 2025, I actually decided to go full force and actually join in on the chats like we're doing right now and put myself out there. And that's when Target Prime Rib was actually born. So that's the abridged version of my story. Many things have happened. I actually, like I said, I used to be in a wheelchair. Now I am able to walk around the track. I still have pain every once in a while, but I'm able to endure it 10 times better than I used to. And I sometimes even wear a weighted vest when I go around the track. So, things are 10 times better, and I know they're going to be even 10 times better than that and keep on going stronger and stronger.
And you've seen a pretty big improvement on your A1C, right, since you went to carnivore?
I have. We've been doing a lot of things, which is kind of raising the blood sugar. So the A1C might go up. I'm not going to lie. But I'm okay with that because we're lowering my insulin. So, it's experimental, but I know I'm going to get out good in the end. I'm actually getting a blood work done tomorrow, which I was helped by a really good friend, and we're going to find out with my C. One of the issues I had was my doctors kept on refusing me to get a C-peptide test. So my friend actually helped me pay for the test to be done on my own. I'm not getting it through the doctor. I'm just doing it because it's like after a while, when you keep on asking, why keep on asking? Just do it yourself, And so wish me luck. I'm getting a C-peptide test, and we'll find out where things are, and that should give us a better answer than what I've been having all along. So.
Okay. So we got a couple more people I want to say hi to.
A few people came in.
Dustin, right? Keto Simple.
Dustin. Yep.
Dustin. So, hello. Brisket Boomers.
Amy,
6 inches of snow in Maine yesterday.
Yeah.
It feels to me like there has been a lot of early snow this year in places that normally don't get it until like mid-December or later. It's very interesting. Let's see. Carnivore Jerry. Listen to you while at work. Hello. So Dustin says, I think if you reach out to companies that run tests and ask for out-of-pocket costs, you can probably find some more prices.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 86 degrees.
C-peptides tell you if you are producing enough insulin, so that'd be good to know.
Right. That's why I'm doing it.
There's Rick, 86 degrees, you're saying. Oh my gosh. So I'm in Virginia, and
like, is it December? Really?
it's Virginia can be interesting. Sometimes it's really warm and sometimes it's really cold.
Yeah.
It's been really cold the last couple of days, like 40s probably, maybe 50 for the high, which that's cold for us.
Whereabouts in Virginia are you, if I may ask?
Near Fredericksburg.
Okay.
So
I actually
about halfway between Richmond and DC.
Yeah, I actually used to, as a kid, I lived in Richlands, Virginia. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's like closer like to the mountains and stuff like that, to the the coal mining area of Virginia.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah. Where people speak the Southern language, like "Hello, how are you doing?"
Yeah.
You come back now.
There's a mix where I live. It's kind of a mixture. You get some people like that have been here for like their entire life, and then you get new people that moved in. Like
right.
me, I moved in 2007.
Okay, so you don't really have the
18 years ago. So yeah, I don't have that southern. I came from the Midwest. I came from Ohio, Michigan area.
Yeah. If I stayed, I probably would have the
talk
southern
myself.
accent because I was like, I lived there from like 4 to 7, like 4 years old to 7 years old. So, so I didn't really have enough time to really form the accent too much. I had enough time to lose it. You know?
Yeah.
But,
So the last time we talked, I think it was on your channel, right? You did a live.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, I'm trying to remember. Is that when you were at your sister's babysitting the dog?
I
Or
would have
right
to
after.
look.
Maybe?
What date was it
It was around
again?
that. Boy, I don't remember.
I
It's
could
like
tell
a
you
couple
by
weeks
the
ago,
date.
I think.
Yeah. I could look it up, but I'm trying to think.
I think it was. And I remember you were having some issues with stress with the dog. Has your stress level eased up since you're no longer babysitting?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, the dog did cause me stress, but like I said before, you know, I think the one thing that was causing me stress was just the way my sister was handling it. You know, there's a lot of information she didn't give me on instruction on taking care of the dog, and instead of like telling me like, oh my god, you know, yeah, you got to do this with the dog or whatever, she was like, you know, like, it's all your fault, basically. It's like, well, that doesn't help me any. You know?
No.
But you know, sometimes sisters are idiots, and brothers too, I guess. But you know,
Yeah.
All
right. We do have a question for you.
Yes, I see that. So what tests
are you getting done?
Well, I'm definitely getting the C-peptide test, which is the most important test I'm having. I will be getting an A1C test, and I believe, and the reason why I don't really fully know is because I didn't order the tests. My friend did. I can actually say who it is. Hopefully he doesn't care, but you know, Lewis, my great friend Lewis actually is taking care of it, and which he is one of the best people out there. You know, he is a true carnivore through and through because he does help, and I think carnivores do help each other as much as they can, you know, and he has been really great with me. So shout out to him. But I might be getting like the cholesterol test and all that stuff, but I'll be honest with you, I really don't care about the cholesterol that much. I mean, I know some people might be against that, but I don't think cholesterol is as much of a factor as we've been made to believe. So the test is in there because I guess it's part of the package, but the only test I care about is the fasting insulin, the C-peptide, and the A1C. But I am a little afraid of the A1C because my sugars have been higher for the past month or so because of trying to get my insulin down. And that's why we're taking the test, because they're not really going down very easily for the past month or so. So we're going to see why and see if maybe I do need to take insulin, you know, see if there's a problem there. And I think Amy Brisket Boomers understands, and so Paul too would understand where I'm coming from with that.
Okay. Lizzie is here. Hello. In Grandma's Crochet Corner.
Person I was talking to about before. With hello, Grandma.
Yeah, HDL and triglycerides are metabolic markers. Yeah, I mean, so when I go to a doctor, they want to do the whole lipid panel blood work thing.
Yeah.
And those are the numbers that I really care about, are the HDL and triglycerides. You want to see lower triglycerides and higher HDL.
Yeah, I mean, I do
and,
care.
the doctor
I just
might
don't
say
care
something
as
about
much as-
cholesterol.
yeah.
Yeah, the doctor might say something about the actual cholesterol, the LDL, whatever,
Right.
but I don't really myself care about those numbers. So it's good. All right. What is this? So my Bride's Biscuit says my LDL and total cholesterol are high, but every other number and ratio is good, as well as A1C, ApoB, insulin, triglycerides, glucose, yeah. So the last time when I had blood work done, my LDL was kind of borderline high. The total cholesterol was like considered a little bit high, I guess. And they did recommend that I have CAC scan done. So I did have that done like last week, I think. I think it was last Monday or something like that. And that came back 0. So I'm hoping that that's going to squash that whole debate and they're not going to bring that up again.
Right.
So Brisket Boomer says, I actually wonder if you should wait to take less insulin until it's obvious that you need less. Yeah. I don't know.
That's a good question. Yeah. Well, hopefully, this will help us find that out.
Yeah.
Right now I'm part of a program. I can't really talk too much about it, but it's kind of being lowered through the program. So this will tell that person too. The person instructing me will tell them where I need to be. Because he might have been like analyzing in the wrong way. Because it was showing. I think and a lot of us believe that I was showing signs of where I didn't need the insulin so much. And I think that's why they did what they did. But, this will actually be like, well, no, we need to kind of back up a little bit and say, okay, you need the insulin for now or whatever. Hopefully it won't be anything bad news, but you never know. I mean, you kind of have to, what's the old saying? Hope for the best, but expect the worst or something like that, So, or prepare for the worst,
Prepare for the worst. Yeah. So Bride's Biscuit says they requested a CAC, but insurance denied it. Yeah, it was not covered for me either. I had to pay it out of pocket. It wasn't too bad. It was $179. So cheaper than some other tests would be. And I went ahead and did it. So yeah, I want to at some point get an MRI scan of my visceral fat, but that's a bit more expensive. So I'm not sure when I'm going to have that done because I'm going to have to save some money up to do that. So I don't know. But I think that's more like around $400 or $500 to have that done. That's quite a bit for me.
Right. So I'm like reading some of the chats.
Yeah. Different things about the triglycerides.
And I also just took a look at the calendar too. You were on the 11th, it looks like. So
okay. So it was almost a month ago.
I was definitely at my sister's house during that time.
Yeah. Okay. And then follow your blood sugar. If you need insulin, you need it. Yep.
No,
I mean,
right. He's right.
Yeah, you might need it for a while still, and
you know what? If that's
you might get to a point that it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. So I mean, I think that me learning this stuff is going to be on the right track. I think it's a journey, and sometimes on a journey you got some blocks in the road, you got some bumps and stuff. So, I'm not going to take it as going backwards. I'm going to take it as just sometimes things might drop a few steps before you can climb even higher on the ladder.
Yeah.
I know my analogies aren't that great, but this is
That's okay.
As long as you get the point of what I'm saying, that's all that matters.
Yep. So I got a question for you. I know your YouTube name is Target Prime Rib. If you had your choice, money was not a problem with it. You had your choice of any type of meat. Would prime rib be your go to, or would it be something else?
Oh God. I mean, I like prime rib, you know, and it'd definitely be in the steak family. If I had the money, I probably would want to live on like tomahawk, you know, like just the fact of having that big bone and everything. Just
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I mentioned why my name was prime rib or not. I think I did on your channel when I was last on there.
I think you
Prime.
did.
Yeah, Target Prime
And
started.
I don't
out-
remember though. I'm sorry. It's been like more than a month because it was
Target
before
Prime
the interview
started
I did
out.
with you.
That's fine. Target Prime started out to be a book that I started when I was in high school.
That's right. That's right.
And unfortunately, I was discouraged to keep on writing. Eventually, I am going to go back to writing it. I am going to do it. Just right now, my brain just isn't focused on that. I mean, the way I look at it, even if I go back to it when I'm in my 70s and it's a retirement thing, like, you know, so be it, you know. But I will go back to it. I'll probably start drawing the pictures again and stuff like that, and really upgrade. Maybe add carnivore into it. I don't know. And but the name of the book was called Target Prime. And coincidentally, the Christmas before I became fully carnivore, I was at my sister's mother-in-law's house, and she made prime rib. So I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Let me bring the book back in. Target Prime Rib. That's how it came up.
Yeah.
So yeah, do I like prime rib? I love prime rib, but you know, I don't know if I would have that as my go-to. I think I'd like just the concept of a tomahawk steak would be like, so, you know, as I've had tomahawks when I used to work for my old job, and my boss would actually buy me tomahawk steaks at this fancy restaurant. We had other stuff too, but like it was like, you know, that was his way of rewarding me for helping him out prom season. Because if you ever seen prom season, it's not pleasant. Yeah. It's like you're definitely doing about 30, like a lot of steps. Let's put it that way. Just running around.
Can imagine.
Yeah.
I would say that a tomahawk is probably going to be my favorite too. The last time I had one, I think, was my birthday, which is coming up here in about 3 weeks. So it's been almost a year. But I had like it was like a 40 ouncer, and I didn't eat the whole thing in one setting. I think I only made it like 30 ounces or something. So it was like just under 2 pounds that I ended up eating. And then I had the rest later. But yeah, tomahawk probably would be my go-to as well.
Yeah. I'm looking at Rick's answer.
Yeah.
Am I shocked? No.
Tomahawk steaks. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had duck, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to bring this up though. Carnivore Champion. He's, like I said, he's at a Christmas concert. Talk about dedication. At the intermission, he's watching the show during the intermission of the concert. So hello, Johnny. It'll be great to have you back next week, because this is 2 weeks in a row because we didn't have a show last week. So we'll probably have a lot to talk about.
Yep, and I hope you're having a good time there, Johnny, with the concert. So.
He probably is having more fun than he would with me. So
I don't know about that. Hello, Lexi. How we doing?
Says, what did I miss? So I don't know. I mean, Thomas gave us a brief bio, I guess, of himself and how he went to carnivore. Talked a bit about blood tests he's going to have done tomorrow.
Brian's been elected president of the United States.
That would be scary.
Yeah.
Really scary. But although
no, the only thing that would be scary is if you made me your running mate. That would be scary.
You could be my vice president.
Yeah.
I'd probably institute like free steak Friday or something like that. I don't know. Make all restaurants give out steaks for free on Friday. How's that sound? That'll be my campaign slogan.
No,
Maybe
no,
I can
just
get
add Sunday,
in.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh yeah, and Saturday.
Yeah.
Just free steaks for everybody. You have to pay for everything else, but free steaks for everybody.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have to think about this now. Maybe I do need to run. Are there enough carnivore people, meat eating people, that I could win the election?
And they probably have to go on a different platform as well, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Like go to the carnivore thing, but I'm sure you'd have to have like some other, for those that aren't carnivore, like a platform maybe to give everybody a higher minimum wage or something like that, like $40 minimum wage. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
But it's been done before.
I mean,
there's
got to be something more steak related that we could do that would appeal to a lot of people. I'm sorry about the vegans, but everybody else, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't. It's got to be something like making it cheaper somehow or something. That would be the big thing, right? Because then even people that aren't doing carnivore that like steak would still be like, hey, I like this guy, I'm gonna vote him in.
Right. And yeah, and you know what, in the long run, even non-carnivores do like steak.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you go keto and stuff like that, usually you add steak in there every once in a while. You're not going to always do the boring.
Yeah.
At least not for long.
I got somebody that watches my channel and they comment on a lot of my videos or posts that I do, that basically they like meat, but they're not a carnivore at all. They eat vegetables and whatever, carbs too. So yeah, I'm not sure what the appeal is to me since I don't eat those carbs, but they keep watching my channel, so it's great. And it's nice to hear their perspective sometime too. So let's see. Linda says tomahawk is a ribeye on the longer bone, which costs more. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's worth it. And if I can get any steak I want, why not?
Yeah.
Why not get the most expensive? Excuse me.
Paul says carnivores are like 1/3 of 1% of the population. probably. But we can add keto to that because they would be into the steak thing as well. So,
well, I mean, you think about it, yeah, that 1%, 1/3 of that population, it probably would end up being the 1% population because you got all the different variables of carnivore, and even though I just do what I do, depending on the cost, how much right here, how much I have of this, stuff like that, different formats. So sometimes I might go and eat chicken, I might eat pork, and then other times I just eat the beef, I just eat the ruminant animal. So it really depends on what I like the ruminant animal better. I think I feel better when I have hamburger, when I have steak, lamb, I feel a lot better. But every once in a while I will do chicken, and just so I have something to add to the plate a little bit.
Yeah, that's the same for me too. I always feel best when I'm eating beef. But sometimes, like chicken can be cheap.
Why not?
I just had some chicken legs earlier today. It didn't really fill me up that much, so I had to eat other stuff with it. But they were so cheap. Plus, they were on discounted because it was only 2 more days before the sell-by date was going to end or something like that. So discounted even more. So it was really, really cheap. So it's you can't pass that up sometime,
No. And of course, I mean, I did have the heart attack chicken for the first time. and everybody knows what happened to me with that chicken. So I'm sure you do too. It's just plants and nose on my face, right? So,
Yep.
but but one thing I'm noticing with carnivore is I am healing. So, I mean, that was last week, and already already it's not.
Yeah. That's definitely something you see with carnivore. You heal a lot faster.
Yeah.
So Paul just bought 5 ribeye steaks at $12 a pound. That's pretty good.
Mm.
Rick likes his heart attack chicken. So flaming hot. That, and of course the duck, right?
Yep.
The
Yep.
Muscovy.
And I actually made a
Did I
joke
say it
with
right?
my-
Muscovy duck.
I actually made a joke with my chickens. I had it 3 times. I had the whole chicken, but I ate 3 different meals. So I said I actually had a triple bypass. I didn't have the heart attack chicken because I had 3 times.
Yeah, bread biscuit. I don't really feel a difference. I just get what's on sale, and it's been working. I do eat sardines and keep the omega ratios in balance.
I like sardines. I can't eat it all the time though. Like I buy a bunch of cans, have it for a little bit, and I have to like take a break from it. I'm the
Yeah.
same way with eggs too. I can't eat like lots of eggs like every day for like months and years. I have to kind of like I get like a what do they call it, abrasions or something like that? Where you can't eat something for a while. Like eggs is the one thing I can't eat.
Aversion.
Aversion,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Aversion.
Yep.
Abrasions.
Yeah. I think my biggest problem with chicken is that it's leaner. And, if like the chicken legs I had earlier wasn't too bad because they had the skin on them, and that
Mhm.
helps a little bit. But that's like my biggest problem, I think, with chicken is it tends to be leaner
Yeah.
than what I'm eating when I'm eating beef. And it just doesn't fill me up as well.
Yeah. I mean, generally I go for the chicken quarters, the leg and the thigh.
Yeah.
Because it does have a little bit more fat to it. But usually even then I make sure I put like butter. Like what I do is I stick butter in between the skin and the chicken. So then when it melts, it crisps up the skin even more and gives it all buttery. And then I'll usually have butter with the chicken as well. Like almost like I do the steak.
Yeah. So a couple
Or
new
sometimes
people
I have
just
sour
popped in
cream
and said
that
hi
helps
to.
out too a little bit.
Bride's biscuit gets the whole chicken and roast it and eat everything. There's a ton of fat. Yeah, if you get a whole chicken,
Yep.
that works.
Yep.
Definitely. A lot of times if I eat chicken, I did have chicken legs today, but a lot of times if I eat chicken, it's probably chicken wings or chicken thighs.
Right.
I don't know. Like, it's funny because I will get chicken wings at the store, air fry them up, my air fryer, and I'll eat like 20 of them. And then like a few hours later, I'm wanting to eat again. I don't know what it is, but that happens. And then like if I eat a pound or a pound and a half of ground beef or steak or something, a lot of times I go until the next day.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
yeah, I don't know what the
is true.
difference is, but that's how it seems to work for me.
Well, maybe that has to do with the fact that because I'm guessing the pound of beef that you have is probably a lot higher fat content. So I wouldn't doubt if that has to do with like, chicken being less fat, and
Yeah.
that might be why you're still hungry because you're not totally satiated. I mean, that would be my guess. Whether I'm right or not doesn't matter because it's my guess.
Yeah.
I do not claim to be a doctor or a nutritionist. I just know what I know. Nor do I want to be a nutritionist after what I was taught from them.
Yeah, Paul says chicken wings are low in fat. I think if they got the skin on them, that might help a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I mean, I guess I might be wrong on this, but chicken wings are with the white meat, and isn't the dark meat not as lean. It's a little bit fatter.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think.
Chicken wings are white meat. Yeah.
Yeah. So that might make a difference too. I don't know. A lot of talk about chicken today.
Well, I
We
did
haven't
bring
talked
it up.
about iguanas yet.
No. I'm not the iguana hunter, so that's probably why.
Well, you know, it's
Um,
funny because a couple weeks ago we had Johnny and I had Rick on the channel, and they were actually calling for flying iguanas. I I don't know, with the rain or something. I don't know. Crazy though. But they were calling for it in like Miami. Yeah, it was weird. So we got a question for you. What's your
Yes.
preferred name? Thomas or Tom?
either one is fine. I like it written in. I like the name written Thomas, but you can call me Tom. That's not a problem.
I've always called you Thomas, so
Well, that's because I write
Okay.
in Thomas. So
yeah.
you know, but like if I was like if you were like somebody from school or somebody like in my neighborhood or something like that, you probably, and I grew up with you or whatever, you probably would be calling me Tom. So like my family never calls me Thomas. You know, like, I mean, they might call me the third name, which I really don't like that much. But
When you were growing up, though, did you get the Thomas, come here?
no, not really. No, I don't remember my full name really being, you know, just like if I was at an event or something like that, then yeah, Thomas, like graduation stuff like that, you know, Thomas. But you know, usually it was Tom or Tommy, which is probably why I hate Tommy, because you know, after a while you know, and I'm probably going to cause trouble with this, but you know, when the movie Tommy Boy came out, you know, I was 379 pounds at the time, so I was a big boy, and you know, and people start treating me, and they did in a way of where they were like Tommy Boy being simple, not really fat, but just like so simplistic and so, you know, so like sort of idiotic. And I was not that way at all. And it's sort of like it just was kind of an insult more than it was so why I don't really like Tommy that much, because eventually somebody does, you know, like my boss is doing that. I'm like, don't call me Tommy Boy. He's like, why not? I go, you don't pay me enough to call me Tommy Boy. You know, like, give me a raise to $1,000 an hour, and maybe I'll let you call me Tommy Boy.
That's funny. Oh, Paul says drums and thighs are dark meat and more fat. So there you go. I thought maybe that was the case, that dark meat
Yeah,
was
it
fatter.
is. Yeah.
I thought I had heard that. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's just why I think it was why like that chicken I had was so much harder, because the end pieces was the breast meat, and breast meat's just so dry. And even though it's heart attack chicken, even the heart attack chicken was starting to get like dry on the third time. You know.
Okay. So while I got a minute here, I'm gonna share your channel real quick for everybody.
Wow, cool.
So if you aren't already subscribed, go check it out. Target Prime Rib. I'm gonna put this in the chat too. At Target Prime Rib. So you see it pop up here in the little screen that we have.
I see it.
But anyways, that's his channel. And Thomas does a lot of live streams, right? You do like what, 2 a week, I think?
I do mostly live streams. I am doing 2 a week. I will eventually go to just 1. But I do have plans on doing some other stuff on other lives, just not really the interviews as much. But I have an interview scheduled up until May. So so I consider myself pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
2025 has definitely been a good year for me.
January 1st is your 1-year anniversary, right?
Yep.
And you're planning on going live on your
I will
anniversary?
have the infamous Gen Man on
Yep.
my channel on that day. So
Yep, that's pretty cool.
yeah. And if Carrie comes on too, he's welcome. You know, I'm not going to kick him off.
So here's his live page. You can see all the different lives. Of course, he's on right now with us, or with me. Johnny's not here; it's just me. But all those other lives. I was in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
You are in here. Yeah,
I think we can see it, right?
right
Can we
there.
see- yeah, right here. Yep, right there. Right up
I'm
there.
pointing to it as if you can see me pointing.
I know it. Like I'm using my cursor here. It's like nobody can see that, right? But oh well. But that's okay. So anyway, go check out his channel after the live stream. You don't have to check it out now. After the live stream.
Yeah, it'll still be there even after.
Yeah,
it's not going anywhere. unless YouTube has a say or something like that. But yeah.
So Thomas Golf Addict 65 says, I never did hear what actually happened to your nose. I must have missed it. I hope you're okay.
Okay. Well, there's actually a live video, Spanky. That if you want to see it, you can actually see what happened. And I'm sure a lot of people are now laughing at it. But basically, I was attempting heart attack chicken. Unfortunately, I was by myself for Thanksgiving. I thought my family was not celebrating it because I thought that his mom was actually really, really sick. And I was told that there was not going to be any Thanksgiving this year. So I did it at home, which is fine. You know, she's not feeling well. And found out later on that they actually did have a Thanksgiving. They decided not to. My sister just decided not to invite me for whatever reason. I don't know why. Nor do I want to know because I'm probably not going to like it. And so I was trying to make the heart attack chicken, and because I didn't get a turkey, I got chicken instead because I figured, and I wanted to look like a turkey though, you know. So I did the heart lard in a lobster bucket, and I did it about a third way up, just enough to cover up the chicken. And I had the thing boiling, and I was putting the chicken in carefully. I was using special like tongs, but I was putting the thing in carefully, and the thing slipped off and dropped hard into the oil and splashed my face. So I was very lucky that it didn't get into my eyes or anything. And like I said, I'm healing pretty well. So I would, at the rate I'm healing, it seems I probably like within a month, you probably wouldn't even realize I had a problem. You know? If it wasn't for on the video, no one would probably even know. You know?
Yeah.
So I made a few videos on it, you know, and just having fun and everything, because you got to laugh at different things, you know. Like I make jokes all the time about my toes and everything too. Like I say, like, well, I can't count in numbers of 20. Like I have to now count in 15 because, you know.
Oh, that's a good way, I guess, to have a good sense of humor over it, right?
Yeah. I mean, because what's the point in feeling bad all the time about it? You know, like you have to have. I mean, it's been over 3 years now since I had my toes removed, but you know, after a while, you just have to kind of like, oh well, you know, this happened, and life still goes on, basically.
Yeah. Carnivore Jerry asks, is anyone planning to go to Dr. Kilt's meetup in Tampa, Florida on February 7th?
I would, Jerry, but I am saving up for it. I can't really afford to do too many of these meetups. So I already am committed to the one next year in November to the Hack Your Health. And I'm just putting, you know, like basically all I can do is save like maybe like $100 a month. So I'm going to need that, you know, like, you know, times by 10 and everything. So, you know, so hopefully a lot of you guys will be at Hack Your Health because I will be there in November. At least I plan on it.
And I have 2 daughters getting married in 2026, so I have no money. So I'm not going to any meetups.
That's one daughter's a lot to pay,
I
you know, to do. 2 daughters in the same year.
Same year, yeah. One's in the spring and the other one's in the fall. So
they give you
I mean, at
basically
least
6 months of
they'll be done
between
after
each
that,
other.
but-
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Rick's healing from his cat attack. Is that when he came back from Hack Your Health?
Yeah.
Or is there another thing that I missed?
No. He's talking about when he
that
came
was that
back.
one. Okay. Okay.
He's probably telling you, Rick, that you should have taken him with you. Like you left me here and you had fun and I didn't.
Yeah. Ricky says, Thomas, how much to go and where is it? Maybe I'll go to. Oh, that's for Hack Your Health.
Yeah, it's in November. I think November 13th to the 15th, but don't quote me on that. It's either the 13th to 15th or 12th to the 14th. And it's going to be in the same spot that it was last year, which Rick can confirm, but I think it's Tampa, Florida.
It was Tampa, yeah.
Okay. So, like, I bought the ticket because I bought it as soon as it came available, and it was at about $100, $118 with tax and everything. And I bought it because I knew they was going to go up, and I think even now it's like almost $500 for the ticket now. So, it wasn't going to last long, so I just bought it, and I thought, okay, I have a year to save for the plane ride, for the for the Uber, because I'll probably get a cheaper hotel than what's right there. Because it probably, even with the Uber, it probably would still be cheaper to go, because I think when I looked at the motel cost near there, I think it's like $200 a night, where the other's like $50 a night. So I think I'm saving a lot more. And again, Lewis already went to Hack Your Health, so he has a lot more insight of what, like what to take and stuff like that. So I figure I'm going to try to save like $150 a month. And that would give me about $1,500, and that should be enough for me to go to Hack Your Health.
Okay.
But I'm also going to put in, do the buy me a coffees more often and stuff like that. No one's obligated, but if you do want to pitch in, and really, if you're going to Hack Your Health and you really want to see me there, well then, whatever you want to do, So
There you go.
yeah.
Or if you're on his channel watching right now, you give him a super chat, right?
You can do super chats, yes. I'm not really looking at my channel right now, so it's on. But I'm not.
Well, I'd see it come up, and I'd be able to recognize it for you.
Yeah. I'm sure I would see it too in the StreamYard chats. I'm sure.
Yeah. Ricky wants you to pick him up on your way down.
Okay. I'll just grab my arm, go down in the airplane, and just you go.
So Rick lives in Miami, so it was a 5.5-hour bus ride for him from Miami to Tampa. And that was cool that Rick got to go this year. So I hope he gets to go again next year. That'd be nice.
I would love to meet Rick.
Yep, I'd like to meet Rick in person too.
Yeah, and looks
We're
like
too far away though, unless there's some kind of event like that we can hit.
Yeah.
We got another question. Thomas, when it comes to mainstream nutritional recommendations, is it safe to say that you no longer toe the line?
Yes, it is very safe to say that. I do not toe the line, Gary. Very funny.
Well, you could the other foot.
I got that joke right away.
Yeah. I got it as I'm reading. I'm like, oh.
I just read the word toe. So you gotta have a sense of humor, right?
See, this is the funny thing, Rick. Like when you saw those pictures from Hack Your Health, Dr. Kiltz, he's kind of a short guy. Some of the other people they're kind of short, and Rick is so tall.
Yeah. What's Dr. Kiltz is like what, like 5'4", something like that, or 5'6"?
Something like that, yeah. A funny thing is I'm considered tall, but I'm only 6'4". Rick is 6'6", so he's 2 inches taller than me.
Yeah.
So I'd look short next to him too, and I'm considered tall.
You are tall. 6'4" is tall. I mean, I'm short. I'm 5'9.5". And so Which I was very disappointed because in high school they had me at 5'10.5", and all of a sudden out of nowhere I lose an inch, and I'm like, okay, I'm not in my 80s. How the heck did I lose an inch off my? And
Well, you know, it's funny.
They were like giving me the wrong information. They were mismeasuring me or something like that in high school. It's like,
So I
that's
played
a cool
basketball.
joke.
I played basketball for the school in high school, and they really inflate things. They measured you with, back then at least, I don't know if they still do, but we wore high top tennis shoes for basketball. They had our high tops on us, and they like tried to go like the top of your hairline and not push down so that you were inflated. And I mean, I remember when I was a freshman, I think I was like 6'1" at that point, and I ended up by my sophomore year, I grew up to 6'4". But my freshman year, I was 6'1", and I think they listed me at 6'3", and I'm like, "There's no way I'm that tall."
Right. I mean, it's true. I probably did have a higher hairline, like more hair back then. So maybe that's why I lost the inch, because I lost my hair for the most part.
Oh, you know, I did. I had a flat top, you know, like where it like, you know, it goes up like
Right.
and then straight back. So that, yeah, that's probably where my 2 inches were, was on the flat top. That was back in the day.
Yeah, it was. You see, if you kept it, you would have been as tall as Rick.
Yeah.
And
It just got easy.
Rick would have had a height
shave
cut.
my hair.
Yeah.
So it's growing out now, though. I promised my daughter that's getting married in the spring that I would let it grow out, and she could choose if she liked it grown out or really short. So it's growing out right now. It's not too bad. The thing is, like, it gets really curly. Like when I get out of bed, the first thing I get out of bed, it's like all sticking up everywhere, and I mean, I can't go without a shower because of my hair at this point. Like even if I wanted to skip it, like I have to wash it, get it all watered down and everything, or else even if I just try and pat it wet, I can't get rid of it. Right. It just still will stick up.
I mean, truthfully, I can't go without a shower either, but not because of that. I can't go without a shower because, sadly enough, one of the things that I hated about one of the things I mostly hated about this issue. I mean, obviously there was other things I hated more, but with me having like foot equipment, like when I had the wound vac and all this stuff connected to my feet, you can't take a shower. You can't get it wet. So you can't even take a bath. So all you can do is you have to sponge yourself, you know? And so for almost 3 years, I wasn't able to take a shower. So when I took that first shower after 3 years, I was in such bliss. It's like, water.
Yeah. So, I can imagine that. Yeah. I was going to say, I also can't go without taking a shower because then I stink, but yeah, that too.
Well, I never stink. I mean, I'm fresh as daisies. But...
I thought you were gonna say,
and that's exactly what everybody around me that passes out says every single time. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Rick's telling me I should put lard or tallow on my hair, and they'll take care of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how much hair I have, so you can see. It's actually carnivore has made it grow more. I mean, I used to be a lot worse than I am now. So I don't know if that's from putting bacon grease in my hair or not, you know. I don't put bacon grease in my hair.
You don't have much gray though in your beard. I got a ton of it in my beard.
Oh, I don't know.
A little bit.
Yeah, I have. I believe it or not, I have more than I did when I first started carnivore. But maybe it's just so people can see that I'm not like 40, like I'm not in my 30s. I'm actually in my 50s, you know. Maybe to show my age a little bit more. I don't know. Because all my life I've always had people telling me I look young. Like carnivore was not the reason why people said that, you know. As much as I like it to be, like when I was in my 20s, they thought I was in my, like.
Yeah. Rick gets dirty all the time and has to take a bath, shower at least once a day. That must be chasing after the ducks all the time and the
Ducks.
iguanas.
Or Milton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could see Milton and Rick in the shower and they're singing like Rubber Ducky and stuff like that.
Oh, what was that? Ernie from Sesame Street with the rubber ducky.
You're the one. And both of them wearing a shower cap. Sorry, Rick, I couldn't resist.
That's okay. That's funny.
Now you got a picture in your head, don't you?
Yeah.
You all do.
See an iguana floating by.
Yeah.
The water.
Yeah, rubber iguana. Say rubber ducky. or iguana blow up toy. Like a.
I do have rubber ducks, but if you add water, Milton becomes a Tasmanian. Cats, man, I tell you, we got a couple of them here, and they can be so nice. And then the next thing you know, man, they're like a lion or something going after you. I don't know. This one cat that we have always wants to get up on my chest, and he starts digging his claws in, and I'm like, dude, that hurts. Like, you gotta stop.
Right.
You know?
Like, can you just climb my chest, but you don't have to actually use the claws,
Yeah. All right. So let's see. What else do we want to talk about?
You know
So
me,
we
I
talked
just
a
go
little-
I just go with the flow.
We talked about a little bit about your diabetes, and you're going to get some work done tomorrow. We talked about the reason why you're called Target Prime Rib because of the book. What have we not talked about really? Well,
There wasn't really too many questions. We had a few, but
did we talk at all about like how often you normally eat in a day, that type of thing? I don't think we did.
well, right now I'm going. No, not really. Right now we're going. I'm doing the program, and they want me to eat 2 meals a day. And they want me now. Tomorrow I can't do that because I can't eat before my tests, so I have to kind of change the timing. But the person helping me is someday we'll be able to tell the program and stuff like that. Just right now I can't go too much into it. But he wants me to eat within an hour after waking up. And with my job and with watching Dr. Kiltz, I usually wake up about 4 or 5 in the morning. So I have to eat usually about 5 in the morning, is my first meal. And when I get off at work at 10, I eat my second meal at 11 a.m. So I eat between 5 a.m. and 11 a.m. And that's my eating window.
Keep in like a 6-hour window.
Yeah. Sometimes I might go over or whatever, but and like I said, tomorrow will be later because the appointment is about 8:20, 8:25 tomorrow. So I probably won't, and I'm going to go shopping because it's actually right near a supermarket. So it's not one I usually go to because it's too far away, but I figure while I'm there, just walk over to the supermarket, go get some meat and put it in a backpack or put it in some bags, and then take the Uber back home. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone,
Now, when you decide on a meal, how do you kind of determine how much you plan to eat? Like, do you do macros or anything like that, or do you just have like a basic idea of what
I just defrost what I'm going to make, and if the way I look at it is if I cook too much and I have leftovers, I can always have it with the next meal. That's the one beautiful thing about meat. You don't have to You know, it's not like one of those things that tastes like crap when you recook it. You know, you can or just have it cold. You know, you can have it. You know, so you know, I've had it where like I've made hamburger and my stomach just can't take it, and I'll like have one left over, and I'm having burger cookies, you know, and I eat the burger cold, you know, and I add it to some chicken or I add it to my steak or something like that. I just have it with that. I'm not really much on a mac. I know it's been suggested that eventually I should start counting my macros, but I just eat meat. I add fat to it, and if I end up having a bathroom issue, I know I added too much fat, and you know,
Yeah.
you know. But usually my meals, for the most part, is usually burgers. I usually do about four individual patties. And this is one meal. This is not split up between two meals. I'll do 4 individual patties, and I'll do a whole stick of butter. And with my morning meal, I'll also add a few eggs. I usually do no less than 4, and I'll add bacon to it too. And that's why sometimes I don't finish the hamburger, because I'm stuffing myself with so much egg and so much bacon. You know, the minimum amount of bacon I do is 6 strips. So it really depends on all that stuff too. And then sometimes I'll add pork rinds if I have it, but usually just that. And I do my hot butter coffee. Now today I had a little mishap, a funny mishap. You probably laugh at it. So I have a K cup, like most people do, and so I'm making the coffee, and I do 2 cups in the morning. So do the K cup in a smaller cup, like a smaller mug, and then I put the coffee in a bigger mug with the butter, because the blender, it's a hand blender, and it just fits in the bigger mug better. So you work with all the equipment that you have, you know. And so I did that, and I'm looking at it, and you know, I had the coffee come down and everything like that, but I'm doing other things too. So I poured it in, had the butter already chopped up inside it, about to do, and I'm like, boy, this is looking like cappuccino. Like, this is really, really creamy. Like, you know, but I'm not thinking about it. I'm just thinking like, okay. Found out, so I did both of them, you know, found out I never changed the pod, and it was like all water. Like, I didn't put coffee into the coffee thing. So I had buttered water today. But it ended up being pretty good, actually. But yeah, that was just, you know, always remember to put the coffee pot into the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I don't drink coffee, so I don't have that problem. But a lot of people drink coffee, though.
Yeah.
I'm just not one of them.
Yeah,
let me ask.
I didn't drink coffee when I was at my sister's, because she didn't have. It was hard for me to make the coffee and everything. But for some reason here, it's harder for me not to, because I have the candy store down below, which I give them business with the coffee. I have my work. It's just coffee's like all around, and that's kind of how I give people business. That, you know. So, but I'm trying to maybe cut down on the caffeine. Maybe not the coffee so much, but maybe cut down on caffeine and do more decaf, you know. But,
Yeah.
you know, but coffee's not really bothering me that much. I don't think it's really, I mean, I don't know. If it is the problem I'm having, then we'll find out. But, you know, it didn't really seem to fix my, you know, like when I was off it for 10 days, it didn't seem to fix my blood sugar or anything like that. Like my you know, so I don't think that's really the culprit of why things are doing the way they're doing. And today, actually, right now, it's gone back up again, so it's kind of fluctuating. But
yeah. So let me ask you this about beef. When you eat beef, how do you like it done? Like medium rare, medium, well done, rare?
I'm sort of
What's your
like
preference there?
the joke I make. I'm sort of like Dr. Kiltz. I like it. I like to beat it up with my fist and make it black and blue, and then I assault it.
So rare blue
is my favorite way of doing it. Will I eat it cooked? Will I eat it full? Yeah. I mean, don't think I'm going to turn it down just because if you overcook it or something like that. You know, I just put extra salt on it, or extra butter, you know. But yeah, I like it pretty. I like it pretty black and white. I pretty much just take it. Like if I have like a large, like steak of whatever kind it is, I have like this big skillet, on like this huge like 24-inch skillet, and I just I put the lard in there, you know, and I let it melt. I let it like what I let it crisp up, you know, and then I just put the steak in there. Each side I do for like maybe a minute, if that, and then I flip it over, and then I do the sides, and then that's it. And I add cold, just like Papa Carnivore does. I add ice cold butter to it. So like I said, when I say I eat a lot of fat, I eat a lot. You know, I do have a lot of fat. Like I don't count my macros, but I know that I should be. You know, the chance of me eating not enough fat is like I can't see it. You know, because
Yeah.
I mean, between the butter coffee and adding, and I do butter on the burgers too. So
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
So this is cool. Paul says his grandson, 11 years old, just qualified for the World Championship Irish Dance Competition in 2026.
Nice.
Congratulations. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So I know you said when you were talking about what meals you normally eat that a lot of times you eat a stick of butter. So you're definitely getting a lot of fat. I've never been that big on the butter. Like I will put butter on things. Like sometimes I'll top it on top of my steak or something like that. Or if I'm doing eggs, I'll usually cook it in butter rather than like bacon fat or something like that. But I've never been the person that just eats like a stick of butter. Like, was it Steak and Butter gal, or she'll just eat the stick?
I can't eat butter by itself. I can eat maybe one or two pats, at the most 4 pats. But yeah, to chomp on it like that, I can't really do that. Yeah, but I do, like, you know, like I said, like do pats, and with the meat, with the steak and everything like that. I you know, in my coffee, you know, I usually do a whole stick in my coffee. Sometimes I'll do less, but most of the time it's a whole stick. But 2 coffees in the morning. So, you know. Yeah. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. You know, you do the math.
So Lewis is here. He says, I'm sorry I'm late. Start over, please.
Yeah. Yeah, Lewis, you
don't want us to start over at this point. Oh. I'm in the green room.
Lewis says Brian is in the green room. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, well,
because you're okay. I took a couple seconds to get.
Funny thing is, let me see. Can I actually? How can I? Oh, it's not going to let me change it, am I? Wait, maybe it will. Did it change it? It didn't change it. Oh,
yeah.
I guess someone let me change it. But this is actually a green screen. Wait, maybe I can't. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
So this is actually a green screen. But that is a room in my house. It's just I'm not there. I'm actually in the dungeon in the basement.
Wow.
And I can put other stuff.
So you went from a green screen to a green room.
So yes.
That's
what else can
creative.
I put it? What? See, I used to use this one a lot. This is not.
But then they thought you were like breaking into Dr. Baker's house.
Yeah, this is not my house, so I can't. I don't want to. There was one.
Yeah, I got some weird wallpapers in mine.
Yeah, here we go. I did this one for a video. I don't know if you can see this stuff up here on the shelf. No, it's just some crazy basement. I did this video, and I don't know if you can see, but I got like candy on the shelves in there that I just.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I added it to it, whatever, and this was like a parody type of video that I did where I pretended I was living in my parents' basement and was, like this candy crazed person that didn't believe in carnivore, thought it was crazy and that stuff. It didn't go over that well, but that's okay. I thought it was funny at least. But this is one of my favorites too. This was actually when I went on a cruise. Yeah, this is from when I went on a cruise not this summer, but the summer before. So that's just a picture. So I got a few different things I can put in there. Most of the time, though, I just stick with that first one. If I can find it again. There it is. And that's actually the family room in my house. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's. Let me see if I can do mine.
Yeah. Yeah. So it says you can be anywhere in the world and you choose a room in your house. I don't know. I'm not very creative. That's the problem, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the creepy basement thing.
That was
I don't know. I might have to do a video with the creepy basement again at some point, but oh well.
You do one of like you grabbing the candy and like opening it up.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
That would really creep people out.
So I didn't really have the candy though, and that basement wasn't even my basement. It was just a picture I got, and then I just found pictures of candy, and I used Canva and I added it to the picture.
Oh no, I knew that. I just meant like to look like you're grabbing it, and then like you actually have a piece in your hand, like like oh my god, was that candy real? We'd probably get a few people that would actually believe it.
Maybe, yeah.
You get comments on your thing like, you shouldn't have candy on carnivore.
Yeah. They would think that was one of the people that decided to do the sugar diet.
Yeah. I thought when I heard about the sugar diet, I'm like that is so, for diabetics, that's like the most irresponsible thing that I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think very many people are doing it anymore. I think that they kind of figured out it wasn't working.
Yeah. I think that was definitely a fad,
I think it's one of those things that very short term, you kind of notice a little bit of difference because you're changing up your diet. But then once you've been doing it for a little bit, all the glucose that you're getting starts messing with you, right? So, yeah. Rick says
it burned out.
Sugar diet burned out. Yeah, the iguana diet. I mean, I guess if you have flying iguanas, that's one way you can hunt iguana. I don't know.
So my question to Rick is, how many different ways have you ever cooked iguana, or is it always the same way? Have you made iguana soup? Have you made iguana, like what are the different ways that you've cooked iguana? Have you made iguana tartare? Like what have you done? Stewed, boiled, and
fried. Interesting.
So in a way, he has made iguana soup, just more of a stew, but sort of the same thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just picturing like, how like if you go to like Red Lobster or something, they have the lobsters in the tank. I'm just picturing
you're
Rick
seeing iguana
on
the tank
and just dropping it in the pot with a boiling water, watching it like go.
Iguana, the other
white meat. Is iguana white meat?
Hey, if Rick says it's white meat, it's white meat. Why is it a filing cabinet? That's fun.
Yeah, heart attack iguana. Oh
my god,
it's all good. Maybe one of these days I'll try iguana. I think The most exotic thing I've
I
had.
think that if Rick was making it, I think I would try it. I don't know if I
Yeah.
would actually go out and get iguana and make it myself, but I definitely would if I went to Rick's restaurant and
Hmm.
um
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that the most exotic type of food I probably had was rattlesnake or frog legs.
yeah, I've had frog legs. I don't know
Frog
if I've
legs
had
are pretty
rattlesnake
good.
or not. I used to go to this place. I went to this place a couple times called Joe Poon's, and he was actually featured on like the Tonight Show and stuff like that. He does like these weird things with vegetables, like he makes them into animals and stuff like that. And again, a vegan trying to be a carnivore, and you ever notice that like with vegetarian meals, like you never see a carnivore trying to make a steak look like a carrot, but you always see a vegan trying to make like vegan burgers, and it's like, well, if you're so infatuated with like meat, why don't you just have it,
Right.
But I've had ostrich,
Hmm.
and I've had a couple others too. But the guy, he actually does fusion, like when he mixes two different cultures. And I don't know if you ever heard, I'm sure you've heard paella. He does paella, but instead of Spanish rice, he does it with Chinese noodles, which actually end up being a little bit more tasty than the Spanish rice, believe it or not. So I don't eat it because it has the noodles, but I'll eat fish. I have no problem with that. Just take out the noodles. That's all. But
Yeah.
so Rick says he loves rattlesnake and poor frog.
Yeah, he did say that. Sauteed in butter. So the first time I had frog legs, I was a kid, and my parents took us to this restaurant, and they had all you can eat frog legs. So I got that, right? Like, I mean, I don't know, like 12 years old, something like that. And, they had to keep bringing me more frog legs because I kept eating them. And the waitress came over at the end, and she's like, when we do this frog leg promotion, it goes pretty good. But I think that you ate more frog legs than anybody else did here tonight. But they're so small. Like, you got to eat a bunch of them.
It's like an appetizer, basically.
Yeah. That was probably where their downfall was, that they made all you can eat frog legs. Like, how many frogs did I have to go through to eat all those? I don't know. Oh, well. What's this? Paella is popular here. What's paella?
I don't know. Is it something that we just don't recognize? And
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh, paella.
Oh,
Spanish. Trying to say paella, which is the
Okay.
dish I was just talking about.
Okay.
Paella.
Okay.
I
guess I just didn't know how to pronounce it myself.
Basically, just a whole bunch of different fish, and usually done with, which I could see it being popular there because it's mostly a Spanish community. So,
yeah. See, Rick says iguana legs are bigger than frog legs. That makes perfect sense to me. And here you go. Since I couldn't pronounce that, it's paella. Paella. Did I say it right now? Paella.
Paella.
Paella. Yeah, I bet you iguanas are bigger than frogs, so that would make sense that their legs would be bigger.
Oh God, yeah. Unless it's a bullfrog, maybe. But those have you ever seen a bullfrog? Those things get huge. It's like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one in person.
Yeah.
Kangaroo legs are bigger than iguana legs.
And they probably kick harder too.
I mean, do they eat kangaroo in Australia? I bet you they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, because I remember seeing, I don't know if it was a video or a Zoom call or something like that, where they went to Australia, Bella, Carrie Mann, and them for some kind of like meetup, and Carrie Mann was eating kangaroo.
Okay.
So people have eaten kangaroo, I'm sure.
Yeah. Picturing all these frogs in mini wheelchairs.
Because they have no legs.
Still eat the frog legs.
Oh, poor Kermit.
Uh,
Kermit the Frog.
have you ever seen my iguana cooking videos? I don't think I have, to be honest. I don't remember seeing you in a video you cook. I mean, you probably do it all the time, and I just haven't seen it.
I definitely saw your iguana catching video. That was good. Like you were literally fighting that iguana. Like Rick the iguana hunter.
Yeah.
So you need to teach Milton how to hunt iguana. I'm sure he'll help.
Better he goes after the iguana than going after Rick, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And Bride's Biscuit actually says, I don't know if you see it or not, about the kangaroos having a multi-chambered stomach.
Yeah, multi-chambered stomachs.
Which I guess that would make it a ruminant meat. Isn't that what the definition of ruminant meat is? Animal that has multiple chambered stomachs.
So they probably eat like grass and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's how I get my vegetables. Eating the cow.
Yeah. There's a shirt I saw, and I love to requote it, that says, I love vegetarians. They're delicious.
That's so wrong. Rick's iguanas can cook. Do they have a YT channel? So Bride's Biscuit says technically they are not ruminant.
That's weird.
They are foregut fermentators, four chambers. Fermenters. Sorry,
That's
fermentators.
weird. Okay.
Ferminator. I made a new word, the Ferminator.
Ferminator. Sounds like a new villain, like the Ferminator.
Yes. I see it now. Arnold Schwarzenegger eating fermented foods, saying it's the Ferminator.
Oh,
Anyway.
the Ferminator Terminator. Hey, Papa.
Yeah, Peter's here. Hello.
Peter's here. Yeah, Peter always comes in a little bit late, because he wants to be fashionable.
Yeah.
He wants to make an entrance.
So kangaroos are herbivores.
That would make them.
So that means they eat both meat and
no, omnivores eat both.
omnivores. That's right.
Herbivores
Okay.
are plant,
Not thinking. Yep,
herbs.
you're right.
Yeah, herbivore.
Yep. Okay. Yes. Makes sense.
Sure, if you say so.
There's a technical difference that's lost on me, but AI is apparently a smarty pants. So that they're not ruminant, I think, is what they're saying.
Right. I mean,
I don't
with a four-chamber stomach, I would think that they are ruminant, but if they're not, they're not. I mean, it's kind of weird. Because isn't that the definition of a ruminant animal? Is like with multiple chamber stomachs, basically.
I don't know. I've never.
And Peter just confirmed what I just said about Carrie and Al.
Yeah. So it was when they visited Lindy and
And they hated it.
Apparently.
From what I hear, it's a pretty lean meat. It's like sort of like venison, if I'm not mistaken. So it's probably like just not that much, it's probably like very.
Oh, geez, Rick. Ruminants can vomit up foods to rechew. Good thing I'm not getting ready to eat right now.
Yeah, I'm done eating too.
So AI have a 3-chambered foregut, but it is not, I can't even say that word, homologous to a ruminant rumen. What? I feel so stupid right now because I can't even pronounce half that. Oh my gosh.
Homologous, or whatever, to a ruminant rumen. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly if I'm pronouncing it right either.
Yeah.
So now we know why Bride's Biscuit's so smart.
He's an AI.
They're asking AI.
Yeah.
Sort of gave us that answer.
So they said it had a strong taste. So like maybe like bear. Bear is kind of a strong taste. Have you ever had bear meat before? I've had that before.
I had it, yeah. Before.
Hmm.
But I was very, very young, so I don't remember how strong it was or the taste of it. I probably just had a bite and was like, no.
Hmm.
Or at that
Yeah, I
age,
remember one
freaked
time
out that I was having bear, like, oh, this is bear. What? No way.
one time some guy hunted bear and he came in to work with some for us to try the bear meat. So it was interesting. So Peter's asking where Johnny is tonight. He had a Christmas concert that he went to with his wife. So he will be back next Wednesday. But I asked Thomas if he would join me tonight, and he said yes. So that way I didn't have to talk by myself, and I can make
And you found out you
a
were
fool
talking
of
by
myself
yourself.
around
Yeah.
somebody else. What's that?
I said, and then you found that when I came on, that didn't help you much. You still talk to yourself, basically. Yeah, actually, I don't know if I ever mentioned it or not, but one of my jobs, I actually encountered a bear. At one of my jobs, it was.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't like go up to it and like smile and shake its hand, but he was about like 100 feet away, but it was close enough for a bear. Like if the bear actually saw me, he definitely would have. If he ran, because they run fast, they're not slow runners. The bears.
Yeah.
And I was actually delivering mail. I was delivering in a Cushman. And the Cushmans only go like 12 miles an hour at top speed. So,
was it a black bear or a brown bear?
I think it was a brown. It was around here, so I think it was a brown bear. Supposedly, it was in a town called Hopewell, and Hopewell's not that far from the zoo, from that area. So I think it came kind of like wandered from the zoo. I mean, at least it wasn't a lion or something like that. But and it was actually at a Bristol Myers Squibb facility. So they actually had. It might even have been a bear that they had, and it just got out of the facility. But I don't know. I know they used to have gorillas and monkeys and stuff like that, which is one of the reasons why I left the job, because even though I didn't work for them directly, I just felt I didn't like how they were doing. I don't mind eating the animals for health and stuff like that, but I don't like mistreatment of them,
So here's a good definition for you. Kangaroos are not true ruminants like cows or sheep, but they are foregut fermenters with a specialized chambered stomach that is functionally similar to a ruminant's, allowing them to break it down.
So in other words, close enough. And you read that so eloquently, too.
I try sometime.
Rice
Biscuit had lamb. That's as exotic as they've tried. It's a bit stronger than beef. I've definitely had lamb before.
I like lamb, actually. I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, I like. Someone was saying somewhere, I forget where it was, but they've had like the lamb chops, and they're like they felt they were too small, But I actually like the lamb shanks. They're a little bit bigger, a little bit more meat on them. And I had lamb breasts, which is really good. And I actually drained all the, drained it and everything like that, and put the fat together and had a few meals with lamb fat.
Cool.
And lamb bone broth too, because you can't forget the bones.
I'm laughing because I was reading this other comment. I can't even do 6 on my treadmill. A bear would die laughing if it chased me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't have a treadmill, so I'm not sure 6 sounds pretty fast to me.
It is. I think the most, even when I was at my healthiest, I think the fastest I could run is like 5.5 or something like that. But I'm not.
So
I'm
that's
not
not bad.
guy.
Still probably way too slow though for a bear. But
Yeah, a bear can run. Well, you think about if you can go 12 miles per hour in a Cushman, and the bear can still catch you with no problem. You know, yeah, bears go pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, and all it takes is one swipe of the claw.
Oh, gosh.
Like Rick, you think you had a problem with Milton scratching you? Can you imagine if a bear scratched you? You'd be like, my leg, I lost it out there.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of at the hour and a half mark, which
Yeah.
is usually where we,
Is that usually where you end?
yeah, it's usually where we call it a live stream. Thomas, any last words before we drop that you want to talk about? Whatever.
No. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. And I thank you again for having me on here. I do appreciate it, and it was an honor filling in for John Shoes temporarily for today. I hope I think everybody that's on here knows my channel, but if anybody hasn't, I hope you check out my channel. Yeah. I mean,
All right. I guess I put you on the spot. Sorry.
no, I just can't, I had a great time. I'm glad I did this. Wish me luck for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And not that I really need it. I mean, everything happens for a reason. So even the numbers aren't the best numbers, I'm heading in the right direction. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back next Wednesday. Well, Johnny will be back with me next Wednesday, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time, 7:00 Central time. So I'll see everybody then. And Thomas, thanks for joining me tonight. Bye, everybody.